Hello YouTubers! Today we're going to be making my wife's favorite meal, which is tinutuan or BUBUR MANADO or some kind of soup. The ingredients we're going to use today is kabocha, we have yucca root, we're going to be adding rice, corn, lemongrass, we have some green onion, okra, and kale, and we're also going to add some yam later on, salt, mushroom seasoning, and then at the very end we add spinach and kale to the whole thing. So we're going to start combining these. We have to get our water hot, about 500 cc's of water, and we'll start cooking. Okay, next we're going to get our water up to boil. So we put about 2,500 cc's, which is about 10 cups. I said 500 before, that was wrong. So we're going to finish filling that. And then we're going to add our kabocha, our rice, and our yucca root, along with our lemongrass into the boiling water. So it's just starting to get hot. It doesn't have to actually boil yet, so we're going to start adding these. And our rice. Then we're going to add our yucca root. And our lemongrass. And then we will let that come to a boil, all those components, and then we'll start adding some more. Okay, we have the vegetables boiling now. They've become soft, the kabocha and the yucca root and the rice, and we're going to add the yams now and start cooking those, and we're going to begin to mash the vegetables. And we've been cooking these on a high heat. You want to get these nice and crushed up because that's what gives you the texture, the tinutuan, and you don't want it lumpy. You can kind of see how easy it is to mash up here. Okay, so now we've got our kabocha cooked, we have all of our rice and yucca root, and the yams are soft, so we're going to add our corn now. We have about 500 grams of corn, and you can see, we're just going to pour that in. And we're going to stir it in. And we'll let that cook for a little while. That's going to cook for about 5 minutes. Okay, so at this point, we need to take a look at our meal here because we have a little bit too much of all the vegetables, and we're going to save some for a quicker meal later. So we're going to take some of this out. We're going to put it into a bowl to save. Do about half of this. set that to the side. And we're going to add some water. Just about a half a cup or so, just to thin it out a little bit. Now we're going to add some of our other vegetables. We have kale bits, we have okra, and we also have some onions. So we're going to put those in. Stir those in. It smells really good. And we're going to let those cook for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to add some of our, 3 minutes, and then we're going to add some of our seasoning, the mushroom seasoning and the salt, and then we'll be close to being able to add our other fresh vegetables. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes we've been cooking, so we're going to go ahead and add the kale now into the mix. You just kind of put it in and keep stirring. When you're cooking the tinutuan, you want to make sure and keep it stirred up, because inside on the bottom it'll burn, and little black bits don't look good in there. So you got to keep it stirred at all times. Don't want to waste any kale. As you can see, it's all healthy inside here. It's all vegetables. The only thing that's not necessarily healthy, I guess, is the salt. Which we're going to add salt and the mushroom seasoning. Basically, about 2 tablespoons of mushroom seasoning, and you really want to season to whatever you like, but about a couple tablespoons of salt. And then stir that. And you're going to let it simmer with the kale and the seasonings for about 5 more minutes. And then we'll be able to add the last component, which is the spinach. And then we'll be ready to eat. So we'll let that sit for about 5 minutes. Okay, so we are now going to add the spinach, but before we do that, we always want to make sure that the kale is good. And you want to check the kale that it's no longer bitter and it's cooked all the way through. It's nice and tender, and we're right there right now. It's very good. Perfect. Seasoning's right on too. So we're going to add the spinach now, and as we add the spinach, we're going to turn the flame off, because we want the spinach to be really fresh when we eat it. So we turn the flame off, and now we're going to put all of this in, and you'll notice it's a lot, but as you feed it in, it's going to get smaller and smaller. It cooks down pretty fast. The good part is, you know that when you're adding spinach to tinutuan, it's almost ready to eat. I always think this is never going to fit. And it always fits. Okay. Now the fun part. Bonnie, Poppy, it's time for dinner. That's it.
Yay! Eat dinner time!
Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoy your tinutuan.
Ready to eat. Thank you, Mila, for dinner. Look at you. Good job. Wow.
See if it tastes good.
Yep. It's well, I'm sure it's gonna be very good. Thank you, dear Lord, for this food. Thank you for having Sean prepare this bubur manado. And thank you for always loving us. Bless the food to nourish our body. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
So what do you eat that with?
So my wife has made dabu dabu, which is nice and spicy.
It's, yeah, spicy side. Wow, it's so good. It's better than mine, honey. I'm serious. What do you think? I mean, taste it.
It's delicious.
Yeah. I think it tastes better than mine, tinutuan.
I put extra ingredients in it.
What is it?
Bacon.
Bacon? Maybe you put cheese in it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Cheese.
Wow, it's so good, guys.
I eat it with tortillas.
Mmm. And it's so good. Mmm. Anyway, by the way, guys, this is tinutuan. Ini tinutuannya. Enak banget. Dan lebih unik lagi karena beliau si bule ini yang memasaknya. I just told them that he cooked this tinutuan. Nanti di video yang lain kalian bisa lihat bagaimana cara memasak tinutuan ini ya, ala si bule. Enak banget. Dan jangan lupa di subscribe dan di like ya, di share dan tekan tombol belnya, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time.